everybody, welcome back for step 3, printing day. Today we're going to print on the Glowforge all of the pieces that we need to create a armature for one of these puppets. We're going to start with the head and neck assembly that we just finished designing, and then, fingers crossed, if that works out without needing any revisions, we'll print the rest of the pieces for the body that's needed. So let's go ahead and get into this. I'm printing on MDF, or medium density fiberboard, and all of the pieces that I'm using to print on are the scraps from other projects that I have made. So this is a really good project for me to eat up a lot of the smaller leftovers that I have laying around. Okay, one small error. This is revision 1, wherein I measured perfectly, but I measured the wrong thing perfectly. If you think about it, which I didn't, the inside of this ring has to match the 2 5/16 measurement and not the outside of the ring, because we want the jar to sit inside and this be the support that it's glued to. So it doesn't make sense if it's the same outer diameter instead of inner diameter. We'll make that quick change and do a second print. Okay, so here is a dry fit. I'm just kind of holding it together of the mechanism. Kind of feel like the neck on this is a little too long. So I want to make a revision just to shorten this little bit in here. Put the plant down. Yeah, just to shorten these little pieces here, and then we'll reprint them while we print the rest of our body, which is going to take a while. So let's start a counter to see the real time that it takes to do all this printing. Now we're going to go ahead and change from MDF over to just regular 1/8 inch corrugated cardboard. I'm actually recycling an old packing box that we got from Amazon. So even taking into account having to fix the head to reflect the correct dimensions, the total running time for this puppet was 24 minutes and 34 seconds. And having printed a couple of these guys, I can tell you that's pretty good. Okay, now that I have a tray full of armature parts, the last thing I'm gonna need is a little piece of packing foam that's about 4 inches long, 1 inch wide, and about 3/4 of an inch deep. The dimensions don't have to be precisely exact because it's gonna be the inside of the puppet's guts, and it is foam, so it does squish a little bit.